Hello and welcome to another edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. Right off the bat on the old show today, Mercedes-Benz is going to bring this to Paris. This is the brand new Edition 1 version of the brand new AMG GT. Now it will be based on the GTS particular version of this vehicle, meaning it's the 4-liter twin turbocharged V8 putting out 510 brake horsepower and 479 pounds-feet of torque. 0 to 60 numbers come in at 3.9 seconds with a top speed of 189 miles an hour. Now, the vehicle gets a lot of trick stuff, including bespoke wheels that are only to the Edition 1 model. Also, a lot of carbon fiber accents all around the machine. Special Edition 1 badging. Not to mention the wing out back is a fixed edition. It doesn't come up at speed. So it's all special edition for this Edition 1. They're only going to build a handful of these, and it's going to be priced over the GTS version, but nothing official is out yet, as these photos were actually leaked on the old interwebs thanks to the folks over at Autocar ahead of its debut at the Paris Motor Show, which is only in a couple of days, so we'll know a whole lot more officially about this machine very soon. Speaking of leaking, this particular photograph's hit the old interwebs over the past several days. Apparently a magazine has leaked out a photograph of the brand new Asterion, new Lamborghini, the 2+2 model that we've rumored about the little teaser photos. Well, this picture's awful. It's so grainy and everything like that, but you can really make out that it does look a little bit like a 2+2 vehicle. Especially the back end of the version looks a little bit Boxer or Cayman from the Porsche brand. It's a pretty interesting model, but we'll have way better photos way ahead of the Paris Motor Show, which is only, like I said, in a couple of days. Another manufacturer who couldn't wait is Ferrari. Ferrari is showing off the brand new 458 Speciale Aperta edition, Aperta being Italian for open, meaning a spider edition of the Speciale brand. Now, this particular vehicle, they did a very good job about keeping the weight down. Anytime you lop off the roof, you got to add a little structural rigidity to the machine, and this vehicle only added 50 kilograms or 110 pounds to actually stiffen up this particular machine. And it comes with another distinction as being the most powerful Spider Edition Ferrari with normally aspirated V8 in history, as it comes with a 4.5 liter, 605 brake horsepower, 398 pounds-feet of torque, V8 in the machine. 0 to 60 numbers come in at just over 3 seconds with a top speed of just a touch under 200 miles an hour. Already hearing rumors that Ferrari's only going to build 499 of these units, so it's going to be a rare bird indeed, but we'll have some more official news coming up from Paris Motor Show. And, well, we're going to talk some more about this Corvette mid-engine machine that we've talked about in past shows as the rumors continue to float all over the old interwebs. But we've got some stuff that may be a little bit more official, as one of the heads of General Motors, Mark Royce, has said that yes, they are working on a brand new C8, the successor to this particular machine, the C7 Corvette. But the brand new C8 is going to come out in special edition form in maybe just a couple of years, talking 2017. In fact, if you really think about it, we're only a couple of months from the 2015 Detroit Motor Show, and I guarantee that this vehicle will debut at Detroit, maybe at Geneva if they want to go for the world's largest auto show, but I bet it's going to debut in Detroit in 2017, which means we may be just a touch over 2 years away from getting to see this vehicle in the flesh. Now, as far as the C7 is concerned, the mid-engine platform they just claim is going to be 10 times more efficient when it comes to track use or overall performance of the machine. I thought when that ZR1 had about 640 brake horsepower and the new Z06, which comes with basically the same drivetrain, only does 650 horsepower, that seemed a little bit soft, but the 6.2 liter supercharged V8 that I said makes 650 brake horsepower and 650 pounds-feet of torque, they're saying that they could pour more power to this engine but the vehicle couldn't handle it chassis-wise. They say a front engine, rear-wheel drive, as far as the weight transfer is concerned, the 0 to 60 numbers would just fall off because the vehicle wouldn't be able to handle the power, or at least put it to the ground. Where if you move the engine backwards, that's going to be a lot more weight on the rear end. It's going to more balance the car, going to make the braking better, the acceleration better, the cornering better. It's no secret that most supercars are mid-engine, rear-wheel drive. There's not a whole lot of stupidity coming from those manufacturers when it comes to building very high-performance automobiles. So, as far as this special edition is going to come out in 2017, they claim there's only going to be about 1,500 of these vehicles going to be built, and maybe somewhere around $150,000, which seems like quite the bargain as far as this machine's concerned. And in early editions, this is going to be called the ZR1 Zora edition. Remember, we talked about the Zora Duntov name going to be trademarked, at least Zora was. And there's talk that this vehicle will retain the 6.2-liter supercharged V8, at least in that particular trim. But moving forward, the C8, which, funny enough, the C7's only been out for maybe about a year, so it's kind of odd that we're already talking about this. The C8's probably not officially going to be out until 2020, but this would be a good little platform to test some stuff on. And not to mention, by the time 2020 comes around, this vehicle may have a wildly different drivetrain. Maybe a hybrid, maybe a boosted, supercharged, maybe turbocharged V6 out back. So it's going to be an interesting little situation when it comes to this Corvette. There's going to be a ton of rumors over the next several years. Next up on the list, remember we talked about this machine, the Special Edition Striker Red Hellcat Challenger. That's going to be the first ever that's going to have the VIN number 7000001 in the VIN tag. It's going to be the first ever edition Hellcat. Sold at charity auction from the Barrett-Jackson out in Las Vegas, Nevada, and it's sold for Opportunity Village Foundation. This vehicle comes with the special Striker Red, which is the first ever vehicle that wasn't a Viper to actually get this particular color. And it will come with that venerable 6.2-liter supercharged Hemi V8, putting out 707 brake horsepower. Well, this vehicle did sell at auction, and it sold for $825,000 US. Now, if that sounds a little bit pricey to you, again, it's for charity, so the bulk of that money is going to be tax deductible. So that's the reason why a lot of these vehicles will sell for so much. But you're also going to have the first ever Hellcat ever built. And that's all there was that I thought was worth talking about for this edition of Motor Cars Enthusiasts. If you want to jump on over to the Facebook page, the link's down in the show notes. Also, if you want to jump on over there, there's that Car and Driver article that I have actually linked to it. They have some pictures of what possibly that mid-engine Corvette could look like. You can check those out too. It's pretty doggone good looking. Also, if you want to subscribe to the channel, you can do so at any time and get the first dibs on the brand new shows as soon as they come out. Thanks for watching. We'll see you again real soon.